Maurizio Sarri, he's out. Andrea Pirlo, he's in. I wonder how he's going to get on. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sweet Left Foot Simulates. Now in today's episode we're going to have a look at how Andrea Pirlo is going to fare as manager of Juventus. Of course he was only recently appointed head coach of the under-23 team, but with Juventus being knocked out at the hands of Lyon in the Champions League recently, Maurizio Sarri was sacked, Andrea Pirlo promoted. Comment section, get involved. Let me know if you think Sarri was right to be sacked by Juventus, if Pirlo is the right man to take the club forward, and how do you think he's going to do whilst at Juventus? Let me know. Get involved. Here he is then, the man himself. We haven't got his picture, annoyingly, which is frustrating, but the 40-year-old, in-game 40-year-old Italian has taken over at Juventus. Of course, he played for the club between 2011 and 2016, quite successful as well, before finishing his career in America. But with Sarri not meeting the board's expectations, they have wasted no time at all in appointing a replacement. And is there anyone better than Andrea Pirlo? Fantastic footballer, hopefully, fantastic manager. Now, looking at the Juventus squad, this is what Pirlo is going to be working with in his first season at the club, and hopefully more seasons after that. Hopefully it's not just the one and he's gone, but a nice mixture of youth and experience. You think he would do okay with these players at his disposal. Of course, Juventus are in 4 competitions this season: the Serie A, Coppa Italia, Super Coppa Italiana and the UEFA Champions League. You'd think they're probably favourites to win the Serie A. They are 3-1 favourites. It's quite a tight race there according to the odds, but a fair amount of players in the media dream 11 for Juventus: Sandro, Bonucci, Cuadrado, Dybala, Ronaldo and Higuain. I think Pirlo's going to be okay. I think he's going to be okay. What we are going to do then is advance forward an entire season. We're going to come back in around a year's time on the game, not in real life. That wouldn't work. We'll come back at the end of next season, see how Pirlo has got on in his first season in charge and how Juventus have done in each of those 4 competitions. Okay, welcome back to the 25th of May 2020. We're at the end of the season. And as you can see down here, Juventus win the Serie A. Let's just hope it is Pirlo and he hasn't been sacked through the season with someone else taking over. We shall have a look. Juventus. Okay, Pirlo is still in charge, so that is good. We know he has won the Serie A. We'll have a look at the competitions page, see how he got on. Oh my God, 84 points. They must have won it on head-to-head with Inter Milan. I know it goes on head-to-head and then goal difference in Italy. 84 points in his first season, 26 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses, a goal difference of 43, the same amount of points as Inter Milan. We'll have a look at the results after, but they won it on head-to-head. Unbelievable. I think my face might be covering it, but Cristiano Ronaldo was the top goal scorer for Juventus with 19 league goals. He also had the highest average rating with a 7.47. Paulo Dybala had the most assists in the league with 10. Let's go and have a look at their fixtures. Can we find Inter Milan? Where did they play Inter Milan? We'll scroll through. Okay, here's the first game. They beat them 2-0 at home in the league early on in the season. Where is the away game? The away game they drew 1-1. So they took 4 points from Inter Milan, which ultimately won them the Serie A when you look at it in the bigger picture. Unbelievable. 84 points, won on head-to-head. Fair play. Well done, Andrea. In the Champions League, they were knocked out by Bayern Munich. We'll have a look at who was in their group. They had Borussia Dortmund, Valencia and Lokomotiv Moscow. They won 5 out of 6. The only loss coming away against Dortmund, which, you know, that's acceptable. Who did they knock out in the last 16 then? Because they got through a round. Where are they? Paris Saint-Germain. They knocked out PSG 3-1 on aggregate after a 1-1 home draw. They beat them 2-0 away. That is quite difficult to do. So again, Pirlo deserves some credit there as well. They went out to Bayern in the quarters. What was the aggregate score? A 2-2 draw at home against Bayern. 3-2 loss overall on aggregate. So they went out just by the goal, which is unfortunate. And if we have a look at the 2 domestic competitions in Italy, we'll start with the Coppa Italia. They came runners-up to Lazio. They lost in extra time. Simone Palombi scored the 2 extra time goals, 98 and 107, to break Juventus' hearts. Runners-up in the Coppa Italia, though, that's not bad at all. Runners-up in the Super Coppa Italiana as well. That's rather annoying. They lost to Lazio 1-0 there as well. Milinkovic-Savic with a late goal in that game. In terms of transfers in Pirlo's first season, I think the only man he brought in himself was Danilo Pereira. This season, he's played 18 times, 1 goal, 3 assists, a 7.03 average rating. So he's been a rotation piece for Juventus. Not been brilliant. Hopefully Pirlo's transfer policy can improve season on season. In terms of player sales, I don't think he let too many people go. De Siglio left to Wolves and Rugani left to go to Bordeaux. Other than that, no real major departures from Juventus. Overall then, I don't think that's a bad first season for Pirlo. Winners of the Serie A, runner-up in both domestic competitions and knocked out in the quarterfinals by Bayern Munich. No shame there. What we are going to do is skip ahead another year, another season, and see how he gets on in his second full season with Juventus. Again, hopefully he doesn't get sacked and this video can continue. Okay, welcome back. We are on the 31st of May, 2021. Another season has passed. There's nothing here this time that tells us how Juventus have done. So we are going to find out together how Pirlo has done in his second season. As you can see there, they've won Serie A again. Pirlo, what a job this boy is doing. He is still the manager, which is fantastic. They'd be silly to get rid of him at the moment. If we go on the competitions page, they've won it a little bit more convincingly this year. We'll have a look at Serie A first of all. Champions Juventus, 27 wins, 7 draws, 4 losses, 88 points. They win it by 6 points ahead of second place Inter Milan. So a lot more convincing this season. Back-to-back league titles for Andrea Pirlo, who was their top goal scorer again. I think my face will be covering it again. I do apologise. It is Ronaldo with 19 goals. I think my face will be covering it. But again, the top goal scorer for Juventus in the league this season was Cristiano Ronaldo with 19 goals. Leonardo Bonucci, the highest average rating with a 7.69. And Ronaldo, Alexandro and Dejan Kulusevski, is that how you say his name? Kulusevski, I was right. With 6 assists each in the league. If we move on to the Champions League, again, they were knocked out in the quarter-final by Liverpool. We'll have a look at their group stage draw, see who they had in their group. Where are they? Group A, Group B. They topped the group again with Atletico Madrid coming second, Hertha Berlin coming third, and Monaco coming fourth. So a tough-ish group, which they topped again. So well done, Pirlo. In the round of 16, who did they knock out? Where are they? There they are. Juventus, they knocked out Zenit St. Petersburg 6-0 on aggregate. Zenit probably one of the more favourable ties in this round, looking at everyone else that was there. So quite a routine first knockout round match for Juventus there. But the quarterfinals, Liverpool proved too much for them. 2-0 on aggregate. I think they lost 2-0 at home to Liverpool, so it was always going to be an uphill battle from there. A 0-0 draw away, which is a good result in itself, but they couldn't get past the quarterfinal stage again. Now, moving on to the domestic cup competitions. In Italy, domestically, Juventus have dominated. They've won the league. They've won the Coppa Italia as well. 3-1 winners over Torino this time. So they right the wrong from last season where they lost against Lazio. And in the Supercoppa Italiana, they won as well, beating Lazio 3-0. So again, revenge from the 2 cup defeats last season. But again, Andrea Pirlo has been superb for Juventus, it seems. The first season, he won Serie A, runners-up in both cup competitions. The second season, wins Serie A more convincingly, wins both cup competitions. So domestically, he is a god. The Champions League still eludes him. In terms of transfers, Pirlo spent 94 million this season. Fernandinho, Amad Traore, Rakitic, Primo how do you say that? Deglinoscenti? We're going to go with Deglinoscenti. Danilo and Domingos Duarte for 94 million in total for those 6 players in. Players out, they made 143 million, a massive 65 million for Rodrigo Bentancur, who went to Manchester City. Matuidi left for 15 million to Sociedad. Khedira for around 10 million to Sociedad as well. Marco Piazza to OGC Nice. Christian Romero went to a team in China. Other than that, I don't think... Oh, Danilo Pereira went back to Porto a year after signing for Juventus. So Pirlo's first transfer for the club didn't really go well. Has he got a new contract yet, Pirlo? I wonder if he has. No, he's still got a contract. He's got 1 year left on his contract. So what we're going to do is advance forward 1 more year, see if he gets a new deal. I'm sure he would. Why would you not give this man a new contract for what he's done for this club so far? It's just that Champions League he needs to crack. Hopefully, when we come back next season, at the end of next season, we would have seen Juventus get at least past the quarterfinals. Okay, welcome back to the 31st of May, 2022. This is the page the game has loaded on. I don't think there's anything here that gives away what Juventus and what Pirlo have done this season. So again, we are going to find out together how they have got on in the third season. Have they won it again? They've won it again. Pirlo's still in charge. That's fantastic news. That makes the video brilliant. If we have a look here then, the 4 competitions, that they've done it again on head-to-head. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. 84 points, level on points with Napoli. They would have won it on goal difference, but it goes on head-to-head. We'll have a look at their fixtures. When did they play Napoli and what were their scores? Where are they? Where are Napoli? The first game here, they beat them at home 3-1 in the league. The second game, the away game, is they got an away draw 1-1. So again, like the first season, they took 4 points off of the team they won the title on based on the head-to-head. That's where it's won. Those points against Napoli is where Juventus have won Serie A. As well as all the other games they play to, accumulate points and win the league. You all know that. You watch football. But 3 Serie A titles in 3 years for Andrea Pirlo. Fantastic, fantastic. This season, 25 wins, 9 draws, only the 4 defeats. Napoli came so close, but they couldn't take the Serie A title out of Pirlo's grasp. Again, the top goal scorer in the league for Juventus was Cristiano Ronaldo with 17 goals. Amazing to think he's doing this at 37 years of age consistently. The man is a machine. He's an absolute machine. We'll have a look at how he's done under Pirlo in the league these 3 years. In the first season, 19 goals in 36 games, a 7.47 average rating. Even better in the second season, 19 goals in 34 games, an average rating of 7.58. And this season, 17 goals in 31 games, an average rating of 7.53. Is he here next season? He's got another year left in his contract, Ronaldo. So who knows what he's going to do next season as well. Dejan Kulusevski with the highest average rating of 7.64. And Kulusevski also got the most assists in the league this season with a massive 13 for Juventus. Well done to him. As you can see though, annoyingly, they haven't even got out of the first knockout round this season in the Champions League. What is it with Pirlo? He can't do well in the Champions League managing Juventus on this save. We'll have a look at the group again. We'll have a look at the group they were drawn in. Where are they? Okay, they're in Group A, which is nice. No scrolling. Liverpool won the group. Benfica came third. Werder Bremen fourth. Juventus qualify as the second place team, which in some cases can make it more difficult in the draw for the first knockout round. And that proved to be the case this season as they drew Man City. But 3 wins, 3 defeats in the group, no losses, only a point off Liverpool. So they were quite unlucky there. And in the first knockout round, we know they drew Man City. They lost 2-0 on aggregate, 1-0 away and 1-0 at home. What is it with Pirlo in the Champions League? Domestically though, in terms of cup competitions, the semi-finals in the Coppa Italia, they were knocked out by Lazio, the team that beat them in the final the first year. Over both games, they lost 1-0 on aggregate, a 0-0 draw away at Lazio and a 1-0 defeat at home. Surprising. However, they did manage to win the Supercoppa Italiana. Again, back-to-back years they've won that. They beat Torino in the final 1-0. So at least, again, it's more trophies for Andrea Pirlo. More trophies in the cabinet at Juventus. He's won something every year, which we can't knock. It's quite successful. However, saying that, Sarri was sacked for going out in the first knockout round of the Champions League, even though he won Serie A. So hopefully Pirlo isn't going to be sacked in the near future. Transfers this season, not as much money spent or made by the club. Angel Di Maria, Damiano Manzella, Axel Witsel, Alfredo Moore, Jiri Pavlenka and Frederic Guilbert. Guilbert brought in for a combined 74 million. And 34 million made, a few player sales. Higuain left for Schalke, Luca Pellegrini left for Dortmund. Those two made up the bulk of the transfer money brought in. Here he is then, the man himself, Andrea Pirlo. He has been given a new contract, which is really nice to see. Started in April, so the board left it quite late to give him a new deal. A new 4-year contract expires in 2026, so it looks like he's going to be at Juventus for a little while longer. And this is his best 11 over the 3 seasons he's been manager at Juventus. He's gone for a 4-1-4-1 defensive midfielder formation seems to have worked perfectly. He's won plenty. Szczesny in goal, a back four of Danilo, Bonucci, De Ligt and Alexandro. Fernandinho playing the defensive midfield role. Rabiot and Ramsey, the two centre midfielders. Kulusevski on the right, Ronaldo on the left and Dybala as the striker. The bench isn't too bad either. Bentancur, Demiral, Cuadrado, Bernardeschi, Arthur, Axel Witsel and Higuain. A very, very solid squad. A good best 11, good bench. He's done brilliantly. He has done brilliantly at Juventus. But if this is anything to go by, Andrea Pirlo is going to have a very, very successful managerial career. Whether it's at Juventus long term or he decides to move on and go somewhere else. He has proven he is a winner. He wins trophies. He gets the job done. 3 Serie A titles, 2 Super Coppa Italianas and 1 Coppa Italia. 6 trophies in 3 years. You can't complain. Unless you really want the Champions League, then you can have a few complaints. But there we go then. Another Sweet Left Foot Simulates video in the bag, completed. Andrea Pirlo is a success at Juventus. We are, however, going to leave this video there. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. We have some more Sweet Left Foot Simulates coming out this week, so look forward to those. And I shall see you for the next one. Take care. Goodbye. Pirlo, you legend.